Hello, YouTube. All right. I decided not to make a cooking episode today because I was kind of in a rush. But I did cook some noodles. I guess these are ramen noodles. Yeah. Using the inverted cooking system in Little Blue 2. I didn't bother to show how, but basically I added a little bit of this Dollar Tree water, about half the bottle, into my rice cooker. And you can see I actually have two rice cookers right now because I got the hot one sitting on the cold one. Anyhow, I used that, and I used 2 packets of ramen noodles. And I basically had it kind of soak in there. Now, I didn't add soy sauce today. I'm going to try to eat it without soy sauce. But what I did was use 2 packets of ramen noodles and some ham, some cheap Dollar Tree ham. Let me see if I can find it here. This is the Dollar Tree Bar S Deli Style Smoked Ham. It was $1 for this packet. I went ahead and used the whole packet in there. And I also got the Dollar Tree Stir Fry Vegetable Mix. Let me see if I can find the rest of the bag here. I used about half of, maybe about a third of the bag. But this is the Dollar Tree Stir Fry Vegetable Blend. And what I did was I just tossed it all into the rice cooker and drove. I had the system cooking up. I do have the chicken flavoring packet, which I'm going to toss in here. What I did was, instead of using a lot of liquid, a lot of water, I tried to get it enough to get it to absorb. And instead of doing soy sauce today, I thought I would try it without the soy sauce and see what it tastes like. So I'm adding the chicken flavoring right now, even though we've got pork actually as the meat. And that's pretty much it. Then the other thing we're going to do is season it a little bit, or flavor it with the peppers to spice it up. And then maybe, I think that's all I need. Maybe some lemon. But I am going to add a little bit of more chicken flavoring, about half a packet, I think. I don't think I need a whole packet. That'll give it that little kick. And maybe we'll go ahead and do a mukbang video. You can see I am at the library right now. I decided to come out to the Port St. John Library. My first time here ever. But of course it is closed. The building is closed, and I'm actually not even parked correctly. But nobody's here, and I am here. Just wanting to eat and chill out here in the shade before it gets dark. And then I'm going to head out to take a shower and get myself ready for tonight, and then get ready for work again tomorrow morning. Just got off work, and basically when I get off, it's pretty much evening, almost nighttime. I have just a quick time to prepare dinner, take a shower, which I'm getting ready to do right after this, and off I go to bed as I get ready for work the next day. But that's pretty much my schedule while I'm here at the Cape, working at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. So this is what the food looks like. Let's go ahead and eat the food and chat. All right, here then is my food, which I have put onto my plate. I do have some left over, so I can have it later tonight, or I may have it for lunch. I have some lemon juice here. This lemon juice from concentrate, I guess is what they call it. And some crushed red peppers. So we're going to pour some crushed red peppers on here. Basically, this is like lo mein, but I didn't put soy sauce in here. I decided I would try it without the soy sauce and just use the seasoning packet. So we're going to pour some peppers, crushed red pepper. Doesn't that look good? This dish cost at least $2 to make, which is kind of expensive because I used up all the ham. I bought, one whole bag of ham. That was $1 from Dollar Tree. And then half a bag, so it's $1.50. Half a bag of the vegetables. And then maybe, 25 cents? Well, so it's like maybe about $2. So this is a $2 meal, believe it or not. Just because I used up all the ham. I could have split out the ham, but maybe use like 1 or 2 slices, but decided to go ahead and use the whole packet. so I can get a lot of protein tonight. But let's go ahead and switch camera angles so you guys can watch me eat. But before I do, thought maybe you guys might want to look at the food. Alright, before we get started, I had a viewer ask me, you know, because some people were curious about my teeth, because you can see it looks halfway decent. It's because I actually took the teeth out and I tried to push that other one back. It's still not back. It's still, see, it's still lopsided. But what I did was I took my one broken tooth with the fake tooth, this whole other tooth that you see right here, 1.5 tooth, I don't know how you can see it on the camera, is actually completely made out of glue. Yeah, I had molded it and made it piece by piece, slowly, layer by layer from this stuff. This is Loctite super glue, which you can buy from Walmart or anywhere else, but sometimes they sell it at Dollar Tree, so you can get like one whole tube from Dollar Tree. It's a tiny little tube. Tube like this at Walmart costs about $2, $3, so you can get it for half the price at Dollar Tree. So I use Loctite super glue gel, the gel one, and the reason the gel is important is because the gel is kind of globby and can help the tooth to stick better. And I don't know if you recall, my broken tooth, I won't pull it out because it's actually glued in pretty tight right now, had a little stub right there where the old teeth was, where, you know, because it only broke like half of the teeth or 2/3 of the teeth off. So what I do is I glue the fake tooth to that broken stub and also to the side right here, the real tooth, and to the side of the other tooth. But what had happened before was the glue started, you know, getting bigger and bigger as I kept shoving it in. I didn't have time to shove, cut down the side to make the teeth narrow again. It kept pushing and pushing, which is what caused this situation. So if you're going to do something like this, you have one tooth and you're holding it temporarily, take the time to shave it back down each time and put in fresh glue instead of shoving it in there and adding more glue, because eventually you push your teeth out like I did. So this is the Loctite that I use. And some of you were asking how I can chew with this bad tooth. I actually can't, because if I try to bite down on it, any of you have ever tried to glue down your teeth, including having dental glue, you know, the dentist doing it, and they charge you hundreds of dollars, it'll still fall off, which is what happened to me. I paid $800. Tooth lasted 4 days and fell off. What I do is I don't bite directly with these two teeth. This one's fake, and this is glue. What looks like teeth here is actually super glue. Yeah, I got a tooth made out of super glue. And I bite to the side. But now this meal here, you know, it's mostly soft, so there's not going to be much biting. But let's go ahead and have our first taste. Yeah, look at this food. Doesn't that look good? Huh? So I have the ham, sliced ham, and some noodles with pepper and lemon. Mmm. It's a little bit different because I normally have soy sauce in this, so it's like what I call ramen. No, I call lo mein. Right now, it's actually dried ramen noodles. Basically, the ramen with no liquid, so it's kind of funky tasting. And I did add quite a bit of the seasoning packet. Is it good? Is it bad? Let me have another taste. I wouldn't say it was bad per se. I would say it probably tastes better with soy sauce. So you know what? I think we're going to add soy sauce and turn it into ramen. I mean, not ramen, but lo mein. So let's do that. I'm going to take this and I'm going to add some soy sauce right now. I don't know if the camera can show down here. Maybe it can't. I'll try to pour it on this so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take out the soy right here. This is soy sauce. I know you can't see everything, but I am simply just going to pour it right on top of the noodles. This will make it saltier. And then I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So I've got it right there, and close that lid. Get the second thing. I know you can't really see because the steering wheel's in the way, but basically I'm just going to stir it all up. So that's what I'm doing. I know you can't see it, I'm sorry. Maybe I can do it like that and you can kind of see it. Can you see it like that? Yeah, you can sort of see me stirring. Sorry for the mess here in my van. I do need to clean it up. But you can see now I'm just kind of mixing it up. And it's actually making the noodles look more like lo mein. I mean, not like lo mein. Yes. No, ramen. Yeah, it looks like lo mein. Because it'll start to look brown instead of just the normal noodle color. And it's actually absorbing in the flavor of the soy, which I'm used to. So now we turned our dried ramen noodles into lo mein because I didn't really like the taste of it without the soy sauce. So let's try it now and see what it tastes like. So let me get the camera straightened back out here, and we're gonna go ahead and have another bite. See if we fix the flavor. So here then, I know it looks almost the same to you guys, but it's got kind of a brown tinge to it right now. And that brown is brought out by the soy sauce. It's Kikkoman soy sauce. So let's try it now and see if it tastes any better. I can already tell it's going to taste better because it smells better. It smells like what I'm used to. Yeah. Now we're talking. The Kikkoman soy sauce brings the flavor out and makes it taste just like the lo mein that I'm used to eating. Definitely. Have a little bit of Dollar Tree water. Pepper in my throat. So if I were going to make this again, I would definitely, if I'm not going to have water, if I'm going to do it dry like this, because I was trying to save water and also eat it as lo mein instead of ramen noodles, just plain ramen, with the liquid. It doesn't taste right. So it tastes better when, when you do it like this without the soy sauce, when there's water, and it's got the soupy stuff. It just tastes better. But if you're going to make it dry, I think it tastes better when you put the soy sauce in there and turn it into lo mein. You might notice that I actually still cut with my broken tooth. Because the glue's strong enough. At soft foods like this, I can use it, I can kind of cut. Like this. See? I wouldn't chew. Because it's glued together and it'll fall off. But soft foods like this, I can kind of slice down a little bit. But, I gotta be careful doing it. Most of the time when I'm slicing food, I'm actually using the side tooth. I hope that wherever you are right now, you're doing well. And if you're eating with me, I hope you're enjoying your food as much as I am. This is actually one of the joys of living in a van and eating in a van is, I don't know if you can hear them off in the distance as birds singing. Hear that? Because you get to choose where you want to go park. I could just as easily park by the river or even by the beach. Although beach access here might be a little bit more difficult because the closest beach to this area right here is the Canaveral National Seashore, which is off, I think, the same place where I work, but you got to pay to get in there because it's federal land. And actually, there's a nude beach on the end. So if we were sitting there eating and we were at the, I guess, the north side, we might see naked people walking by. I'd have to be very careful about filming if I was doing a vlog walking on the beach out there. What's funny or weird about it is this. Brevard County, where we are, actually has an ordinance against nudity on the beach. So you're not allowed to be nude in Brevard County on the beach. But the Canaveral National Seashore is actually federal land. So it's kind of under federal jurisdiction. So the nudists, there was like a big huge shebang a few years back where the nudists were protesting. And the sheriff's department, the Titusville sheriff, or the Brevard County sheriff, were actually arresting naked people on the beach. And they were trying to say that they were breaking the county law. And, you know, city and the county had laws against nudity. But the nudists were claiming they're on federal land, and it falls under federal jurisdiction, and the federal law doesn't prohibit nudity on the beach. So, I need some water here. A bunch of people got arrested naked. Now, I don't know whatever happened to those people and stuff. I guess they had to pay their fines and stuff, the civil fines. Indecent exposure, whatever, even though they continue to keep doing it. And eventually they pushed it hard enough that the county decided, you know what, they got better things to do than, you know, continually arresting naked people. Because they were doing that. So the beach had been known as a nudist spot, you know, a nude beach for a while. And I don't know if somebody complained or whatever, or one of the politicians, local politicians, decided to make a big shebang about it and kept sending the sheriff's department, the sheriff's deputy out there to arrest naked people. But eventually they decided, you know what they're going to do is say, they'll post the signs there that say no nudity allowed. You know, it's against city ordinance and stuff. But everybody knows, everybody local and all the nudists know that you can still be nude there. You just have to go, if you're wanting to do this and check it out, you have to go to Canaveral National Seashore. You know, the beach here, beach access, the nude beach is called Playa Linda Beach. You have to go to the northernmost part. So when you come in, cause see, it's a regular beach with people wearing clothes and people bring kids and stuff there. But on the north end, I don't know if it's number 13, access number 13 or 12 or 13 or 14, I don't know. But you drive you come in and you drive all the way to the northernmost point as far as the road will take you. Then you park there, then you go walk up a little ways, like a block or two. Then you can get to the beach access and get naked. The sheriff kind of leave you alone now. They, you know, if you're up there not doing anything illegal, if you're just nude sunbathing or enjoying the beach nude and stuff, you're not doing anything illegal, you're fine. They tend to leave you alone, even though you're still breaking county ordinance. But if you come south of there, then you could get into trouble. They may haul you off for indecent exposure. So it's kind of like official, unofficial rule. You know, it's sort of like a truce They drew a line, the line of nudity. You cannot pass a certain beach access. I think you have to go north of, at the northernmost part. You cannot go south of that one. This food is really salty. Normally, I wouldn't have added so much of the seasoning packet if I had known that I was going to add the soy sauce. But because we added the soy sauce later, we had a lot of the seasoning packet. So this ramen noodle, no, lo mein noodle that I made today is actually super, super salty. Would I recommend cooking up this dish? Yeah, I do it all the time, but I would recommend don't try to skip the soy sauce. So when you cook it, go ahead and do like I normally do. Throw in the soy sauce, turn it into lo mein. Then if you want to, you can add a little bit of the seasoning packet. Not as much as I did. I added like about 3/4 of the packet, half or 3/4 of the packet, which was too much. But the good news is we did finish the food. Wow, car just whizzed by. By the way, I know some people were trying to tell me I'm mispronouncing it. It's not mukbang. What is it? Is it like muak bahang? I can't pronounce it correctly. Maybe I need to watch a video. If you guys can link a video where they pronounce it so I can get the pronunciation correct. Is it muak buahang? You know, they wrote down what the pronunciation is on when they were telling me I didn't say it correctly, but I'm not very good at reading pronunciation without hearing it. So I'm gonna guess it says muak buahang because they were saying there was an H in there. The other thing I gotta wonder is when I look up those mukbang, I guess I'm like mukbang, I don't know. Buang. I don't know. When I look at a lot of those videos, it looks like those people eat like they eat the whole store. They wouldn't be eating one dish like this. They'd be eating like 20 dishes. And half the time, it's some kind of really skinny girl or skinny guy. So I don't know where all that food is going. Me, I'm pretty full. I had about 1.5 packets of the noodles. And I am stuffed. So, I don't know how those people can eat that much food and not get sick. They must somehow get rid of it right after they eat. I don't know. Or their tummy is just supersized. I know some viewers think I eat a lot. And I do. I eat quite a bit. But nowhere near what those others eat on the mukbang. Am I saying it right? Muak bohang? Am I saying it correctly? Eat nowhere near like what those people eat. Nothing like water to wash it all down, and a train to let you know that you're near US 1. I don't know if you keep hearing that train. It's the same train, not the same train, but the same track. Sometimes we hear it in the morning. In this case, it's in the evening. The train runs almost on the hour. And there's our plate, all finished. Well, thank you all for joining me on this eating video. I know that it seems like all I'm doing lately is this eating video, and it's because I'm working. You know, I'm at a remote location where I have to get up early, get ready to go to work, and then by the time I get home, I just have enough time to quickly cook and eat. And then I got to get ready again. That's why these videos are kind of mostly just me eating. But if you guys are interested in some build videos, maybe I'll show some other stuff. Maybe I'll show the battery pack. I know some people had questions about battery pack and even the inverter cooking system, even though I've shown it before. But maybe I'll try to go in detail and try to do things from scratch. Leave your comment down below and let me know if you'd like to see those videos. If you do, I will redo them, even though they've been done already. But maybe I'll recover it again, because some people, I guess, they can't find the videos. But, you know, if you really want to know how I do the wiring and stuff for my inverter cooking system, you want to look at the Cooking with Denoy episodes. It shows all the different ways I wired it, from cooking using just the vehicle's battery. If you don't have a dedicated house battery that you're using, you know, for the vehicle, you can use for the living portion, you can use the actual car battery, the one that you use as the starter battery. You can use that to cook with. But you do run the risk of, you know, killing it quickly. But you can only cook with it when the car's running, because then you're really kind of cooking from the inverter, not the inverter, the alternator. Alternator sending the power directly to the inverter. The inverter is powering your device and, you know, the rice cooker or whatever you're cooking with that. So it is possible to do that. That just means you got to drive all the time or have the car running when you're cooking, which I do anyways, because if I don't do that, my battery pack dies in like 3 to 5 minutes. You know, that it's pulling like 300 watts and it only lasts about 5 minutes before it dies. So I have to keep the vehicle running to keep the system charged. And if I do let it die, run that low and die, I think I'm destroying the battery. But so far the battery's been lasting. I actually have 2 batteries hooked up right now. I have the main house battery, which is the Walmart RV battery. I think it's 115 amp hour. And then I have the regular cheapy Walmart, what's that? Their cheap little regular Walmart starter battery. So I have those 2 batteries actually both hooked up. Now, I think the starter battery is not holding as good a charge, and it's affecting the other one as well, but I still have both batteries up there hooked together in a bank, because I think it gives me more power overall, even though it doesn't charge fully. But typically, when I cook with the inverter cooking system, I'm driving anyway, so power is mostly coming directly off the alternator, going into the inverter to cook my food, and then, you know, extra power, whatever, it's not able to pull enough from the alternator, it pulls from the battery pack. But so far, both battery packs seem to be doing well. I had some issues initially because of the wiring, but now, you know, I have the way it's wired right now. The power goes from the vehicle to the, I think it goes directly now to the inverter. Then from the inverter, it goes to the batteries. Before it went to the batteries, and then from the batteries to the inverter. That proved to be pretty bad because it was killing the batteries. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and in this video, because we're done with the Mukbang, whatever it is. Let me know if you guys want to see the wiring system. I'll do some more coverage on it. Maybe give a quick tour overview again of little Bluetooth, once I get a chance to clean her out. And show you how she currently looks 3 years into living full time in a van. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Please stay safe. God bless you all. Bye-bye now.